All right, remember this thing? We done had one here. This is number 2. I took the other one back because I came down here in the building. I turned it on and all it would do is buzz. And then a code came up that it was out of fuel. Well, we loaded it up, emptied it out of fuel, loaded it up, and as we were going back, my wife said that she got it to turn on by loosening the fuel cap so it could get some air. So what it was is if you guys know anything about unvented fuel caps, what it was doing is I put the fuel in it when it was warm. I came down here with the fuel cap on it screwed tight, and it created a vacuum inside the tank, not allowing it to get any fuel. It was actually pulling the fuel, hard in the tank, if it makes any sense. You ever seen a fuel can that's been, that's laid out in the sun, how it swells up really big, and then when it gets cold, it gets all shrunked up and pulled in? Well, that's what basically this kind of did. It obviously didn't shrink up and cave in because it's a steel tank, but it wouldn't allow it to get any fuel. I had my generator. That thing right there does the same thing. Drove me nuts. I bought a new carburetor for it because I thought the carburetor was bad. But anyways, I took it back, just to be safe. And we're going to open this one. I'll be back when I get it out of the box. These are pretty much no tools needed. What they got are these snaps, these quick release pins. You just push the pin, goes in the hole. All the parts are like that. And this is the other thing I was going to show you guys. Remember, I made a gauge for mine. You adjust this screw. See, it's got a factory setting right there. If you take this up in the higher altitudes, it's going to need, thinned out. Or if you take it lower altitudes, it's going to need to be richened up, which is a good idea. And now I got 2 handles to put on. I'm going to get the axle shaft and the 2 tires, and I'll set it on the ground. We'll get some fuel in it, see how it works. There you go. That literally took all of about 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and see, it's an unvented cap. It looks vented, but I don't know where it's vented. But if we have to, we'll drill a hole all the way through it to vent it. So we'll go ahead and get some fuel in it, and then we'll be back. All right, we got 1 whole can in. We got 1/4 of a tank. And we got 1/4 of a tank. Coming up on a half right now, so. It's slow, but it's going. All right, we got fuel in it. Gotta put the gas cap on it. Over half a tank. Okay. Needle in the diesel fuel. We'll turn it up to about 65. See how she fires up. It's 46 in here.